Hello there, the story ninjas in the house. Well, listening ninjas. Did I say in the house? I actually happen to be outside, but it's still story time. So go and gather everyone and let's join in as we listen to Naughty Nigel. I'm sure you have an idea or two what Naughty Nigel may or may not be getting up to. But let's find out what Tony Ross has to write about Naughty Nigel. Well, a little bit about Naughty Nigel. He thought he could do anything he wanted. Whenever he was asked to do something he hated, he would pretend not to hear properly. Some of you get up to that? I think sometimes I do. Well, then he would do just what he wanted instead. His parents thought he was trying to be good. It was just that his ears didn't work very well. Oh, goodness gracious, so they get him off to the best ear doctor in the whole wide world. The doctor couldn't find a thing wrong with his ears. Well, anyway, this is the sort of thing that Nigel did, so let's listen up. You may have a giggle or two. On Monday, his father asked him to wash the dishes. Did we all hear it? Yes, wash the dishes. Yes, Dad, said Nigel, and away he went. And nobody saw him again until the evening, when Nigel came into the kitchen to give the cat its supper. His father asked about the dishes. You did hear, wash the dishes. Oh, said Nigel, I thought you said wash the fishes. That's what I've done, because they were really very, very dirty. Well, father felt sorry for Nigel, and that his ears didn't work very properly. Do you think his ears were seriously not working? Let's find out. Well, on Tuesday, Nigel had to go to the dentist, who wanted to make a hole in his teeth to fill it again. Doesn't seem to make sense, does it? Well, Mom says, get your hat. Nigel, they were going off on the bus, you see. Well, after 2 hours of searching, she eventually finds Nigel in the upstairs corner with his paints. Mother was cross, you could quite imagine, because it was too late for the dentist, and she shouted at Nigel. I'm sorry, Mum, he said. I thought you said paint the cat. Is that what you heard? I never heard that. Well, Mother felt sorry for Nigel and his very sleepy ears. Coming to Wednesday, Nigel was naughty on Wednesday too, and Thursday and Friday. Oh goodness, it was a lovely week. What did he get up to? When asked to dust the stairs, he went to the zoo to bust the bears. Oh my goodness, Nigel definitely has a problem. Well, they were too big to bust, so he teased them terribly instead. He had lots of fun doing all his favourite bad things. Nigel. All the time the grown-ups said how sorry they felt because of his ears, and they gave him little presents. Well, on Saturday, Nigel went to play in the woods, and his parents had told him, be home by 7. Yes, we heard 7. Thought Nigel. I think I heard them say 11. Does 7 sound like 11? Just maybe. So Nigel stayed out dreadfully late, so late that he began to doze under a tree. Then strange things began to happen. Oh goodness. The trees about him started to move and change color. Strange things popped out of the ground, and Nigel didn't know if he was awake or asleep. And then a strange little man came skipping along the path. Who is this little man, I hear you asking? Let's find out together. the little man seemed friendly enough, and he spoke in a very squeaky voice. Hello and welcome to Nightland. This is where dreams come true, and I'm in charge. Huh. He peeped into a tiny red book. You, Nigel? Yes. What would you like? Magic? Money? Wildest dreams? What would you choose if you were Nigel? Well, the little man seemed to be in a frightful hurry, and his words tumbled out. Nigel was so surprised that he couldn't think of a single wish. The little man hopped from foot to foot. Hurry, hurry, little boy, I haven't got all night. And still it was a chance too good to miss. Who would give up the chance of a free wish? And Nigel blurted out the first thing that popped into his head. I wish I wish I had a golden rose. There was a puff of smoke, a puff of striped smoke. Something happened. Nigel had a huge golden nose. Didn't you hear golden rose? Well, it was so huge he could see it without a mirror, and it was extremely heavy. The little man listened to Nigel's wails. I'm sorry, he murmured. I thought you said a golden nose. Never mind, you may have that wish again. This time, Nigel knew exactly what he would ask for. I wish my nose was the way it was before. Granted, said the little man. Nigel touched his nose. It was still long and glossy. Then he noticed his feet. Oh my goodness, what have you done? He shrieked. I wanted my nose to be the way it was before. Look at those feet. The little man frowned. I'm so sorry, he said sadly. I thought you said you wanted your toes to cover more of the floor. Never mind. You can have that wish again. Nigel stared at his monstrous feet, over his golden nose, and said carefully, I wish my feet were just an ordinary pair. Well, Nigel watched his feet, and to his horror they began to turn brown and hairy. What's happening? He sobbed. All I wanted was an ordinary pair of feet. Pair? Smiled the little man. Sorry, I thought you said bear. Never mind, you can have that wish again. Not likely, gasped Nigel through his tears. Things are getting worse, oh so worse. And sobbing into his soggy brown fur, he fled blindly into the Nightland forest. Nigel stumbled on, not noticing the way Nightland changed into the ordinary dayland he was used to. Dawn was just breaking as he arrived home, and as quiet as a mouse, he crept into bed. He felt uncomfortable because his pajamas didn't fit. Tucking his horrid golden nose under the blankets, he tried to sleep. Do you think he could sleep? Don't think so. All he could think about was what his friends would say when he went to school. They would laugh at the bear, the big golden nose, and long, big feet. Oh, poor Nigel. I see some of you are feeling a bit sorry for him. Well, anyway, the next morning, Nigel rushed to the mirror to find that he was, oh, thank goodness, his old, ordinary self. He was so happy. He spent the day doing not so very naughty things, and in the afternoon his father came into the garden where Nigel was playing circuses with the cat. Would you go to the orchard and collect some logs? Said father. Nigel had a wonderfully, gloriously interesting, naughty idea. He would pretend he thought his father said, collect dogs. Then he would fill the garden with dogs for his circus. Well, yes, Dad, said Nigel. What do you think Nigel did this time? Did he give in to those very naughty ideas? Or did he use his ears? Well, but Nigel didn't collect dogs. He collected logs. He remembered his dream and didn't want to be mixed up with misunderstandings ever again. Well, everybody, or was it a dream? It seemed awfully real at the time. So was it? Or wasn't it? I leave you to think about it. And until next time, let's use our ears. Goodbye.